How to Make a Killing stars Glen Powell in the lead role, and this is a A24 film. It's an action revenge kind of movie. It's not very good. When we look into it, a lot of this kind of just comes down to presentation and the story choices. The plot essentially revolves around the lead character, Glen Powell, his character, going around killing members of his family to gain the inheritance that he's told he'll eventually get one day. But even though that concept seems kind of interesting, the way that the film handles and presents it to us is just in a really boring way and just not interesting at all. I remember some time ago, A24 was saying that they'd make some more films that were more broadly appealing to general audiences alongside their more art house films. And honestly, this kind of just feels like one of the ones they were talking about. This film just is really no different from any other generic, like, action revenge movie you'd find on Netflix or anything like that. The lighting in this movie is really holding this film back. There's really bad lighting choices in the film. Everything is way too dark. And that's not even to say that the camera work is necessarily bad. It's not terrible. It's kind of stale. There's nothing really interesting to look at, but the camera work and editing are fine for the most part, besides kind of some audio issues that are in the film. Like, characters will be like in a loud environment, like a club or something, and they even make the attempt to have the characters yelling, but the music is just very quiet. Like the characters are yelling in the club, but then the music is just quiet. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Glen Powell as the lead role is fine, I guess. He's kind of just going for like a Tom Cruise action performance, I guess. There's even some points in the film where his hair, honestly, like, he kind of just looks like him. Margaret Qualley is also in the film. She plays like a side role, which kind of gets more important as the story goes on, which ended up just being, not to spoil anything, but just ended up being very strange. But I'll get into that in a second when I just want to spoil it real quickly. Her presence in the film is good. I mean, I like her in most things she's been in. She's always a likable presence. None of the killings in the film were interesting. There's like barely any build-up or payoff. There's nothing really going on interesting besides like a fight near the end with a bow and arrow that I thought was kind of interesting. It's like the one time that the film decides to use a bit of suspense, and it actually works decently well in that sequence. That's one scene, but it's one entertaining scene, I guess. It's one scene. For a little while, they cut the music, like the score in the background, and it actually works to its advantage. The score was used a lot in this film, and unfortunately, it didn't really add much to the film. It was just kind of like generic stock action movie music. Nothing really interesting going on there. There's narration throughout the film by Glen Powell's character, and the narration did not help at all. I don't really understand the choice to do that. It didn't really add anything to the film, besides just explaining exposition, not leaving us to have anything imagined. It was a really pointless and stupid choice. To briefly get into spoilers, I need to spoil the ending to get into a couple more issues I have with the film, so spoilers, 3, 2, 1. There's a choice that's made early on to have the main character, Glen Powell's character, be in prison, recounting the events of the film to, I believe it's a pastor that's in the prison, and that choice was just very anticlimactic, and I did not like the choice to do that at all. There's no sense of mystery for what's going to happen at the end. We already know the ending. It's not one of those things where it's such a crazy story that we need to be like guessing where it's going to go. I mean, we already know, we already know where this is going to go. It's like, this isn't, once it's revealed he's in the prison, so it's like, okay, well, so something's gonna happen, he's gonna get caught somehow. So, I mean, it's like, okay, yeah, we knew that. I don't know why the film is playing it off as a surprise when it's revealed that he is caught and blackmailed. That doesn't make any sense. Speaking of that, Margaret Qualley's character ends up coming back, like, in the end of second act, mostly the third act, and basically what happens is that she, if I'm remembering correctly, she gains all of the inheritance at the end of the film to reveal that her blackmail was a setup against Glen Powell's character. So basically, that gets him out of jail. So basically that bails him out. He gets out of jail, and then Margaret Qualley's character gains all the inheritance, and then the ending of the film kind of plays it off as like a huge win for her character, which, like, okay, but like, why wasn't she the main character of the film? Like, I don't for an ending like that, I feel like she would kind of need to be the main character for it to work. It's a really bizarre choice. Overall, this film's not really for me. I think the story is not the worst thing in the world. I just think it's handled in a very lazy and by the books way that was not really engaging to me, and I'm giving this film a 4 out of 10. I mean, see it if you want, see for yourself, I guess. Maybe other people will like it. I'm not really sure. If you like what you saw, then hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That's all I've got for today, but I'll be making more reviews. There'll be plenty coming out this month. This month is very busy for me, so thank you for watching, and bye-bye.